Hey everybody, Ryan's here with the weekly update for what is it, April 6th of 2014. WrestleMania 30 has arrived. And basically, I'll be talking about that in a little bit, only a tiny bit today. Basically, it's more about my LPs and everything else. And basically, let me adjust the camera there, because the top of my head was kind of cut off there. Yeah, my hair is kind of messed up, but I don't care. Alright, let's get into the news. We'll start with Much Games. How about we start with Much Games? As you saw on Friday, the 4th, was the debut of my secret project that I am working on. I do have a nice bit of it recorded, and for most people, if you haven't checked it out, you totally should. It's Final Fantasy VIII. The PC version that you can get on Steam, the link was in the description for that particular video. I think I'll put the link in every single description for that game and for that LP at least, unless I forget, but most likely and I probably will, but probably won't because I'll just copy and paste it and put it in. So yeah, that's basically all I want to say there. I have one video up right now. It's probably going to be up on Monday and Fridays, twice a week. And in that game, I have, how many? I probably got about 9 videos, 8, probably, yeah, anywhere from 7 to 8 videos possibly done for that. I'm pretty much halfway through disc 1, I do believe. No, not halfway. Probably a third away. Past, well, kind of a spoiler alert for people who don't know much about the game, but, I just passed, Timber in the game, so I'm probably about halfway, almost halfway through disc 1. It's a 4-disc game, so, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Other news with Much Games, not sure what this person's project's gonna be or what they're gonna be doing with the Much Games starting off. But from what I've read in the Much Games chat, it looks like Dovey, aka Sephiroth1204, has joined the Much Games crew. And congratulations to joining the crew. Got some big things planned, hopefully, for that. And I'd like to send a special shout out to Colette NL180 because she is the one that actually asked him. So, good job, Colette. Good job. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, it's going to be great having Sephiroth1204, who recently just started Paper Mario, the N64 one. I do believe he's doing off the Wii Virtual Console. And it's dedicated to his first subscriber, Meta. So, you should definitely check that out. At the time that I'm recording this, it's Saturday evening, early Saturday evening. I think he only has one video up right now at the time for Paper Mario, but anyway, you should definitely check it out. Although, he did explain, in a previous video, technically Wind Waker won his tournament, but he put up an 8-day video a while ago explaining why he's going to do Paper Mario instead, and I totally agree with him. I like both Wind Waker HD and Paper Mario, but I understand his reason for doing Paper Mario first, and I totally support that. And he did say in the future he will be probably doing, or when, eventually will, I guess, assume he will be doing Wind Waker eventually. So he pretty much decided that he's gonna go with Paper Mario, and that's when he started. So Paper Mario is awesome. I remember when Bonga did Paper Mario and 1,000 Year Door. I'm still waiting for the day that Bonga does probably the worst one in the series, which is debatable, but Super Paper Mario. You know, I liked it, but it wasn't the best. I found that 1,000 Year Door was my favorite. And Sticker Star was, Sticker Star was, it was okay. But basically, that's all I want to say with Much Games. Sephiroth12 was joined, and Final Fantasy VIII had started. So that took me about 4.5 minutes to tell you that. On to my channel. I am working very, very damn hard on Final Fantasy IX. Actually, I'm rendering part 61 right now while recording this. By the way, I'm drinking Pepsi. And I think it will be up on Saturday night. Most likely not. It'll probably be on Sunday, which means Saturday will be a day where I didn't upload. Just like I didn't upload on Wednesday. I decided to take a couple of days every now and then. but I'm going to be doing that every now and then. I might upload 7 or 8 times a week, 7 days a week, and then I might take a couple of days off, but they'll be scattered out, like a couple of days off in a row. I might take a couple of days off in a row from recording, but I'll have stuff mass recorded. So basically, Final Fantasy 9, I'm just recorded a video right before this, and I'm proud to say that I'm probably done almost with Chocobo Hot and Cold. Now, Chocobo Hot and Cold is going to be like a 6 or 7 video, part video, because unless I mash it together or do speed ups and make a montage of it, I'm gonna eventually edit out, or I have already edited out certain parts of it, where it shows me playing the minigame over and over again to get the Chocographs. Eventually, I just edit out and show me getting the Chocograph, or I just show me back in the world map saying, here's the menu, and these are the Chocographs I just got off camera. Because I don't want to have to show me playing the minigame over and over and repetitive, because it's going to get annoying. And sometimes in some of the videos, I've already cut to me getting the Chocograph and showing you where it's to on the map. So I'm like, oh, this is the exact spot where you dig on the map. And this is the one that it belongs to. So I got all the abilities, there's 4 abilities, and I got all of them. In the last video I just recorded about 10 minutes ago, before this, is where I got the last ability, which is the Sky ability. So basically, I can stop the Chocobo Hot and Cold, but I don't have all the treasures like dug up yet. And some of them are just getting items, and some of them I can't even get yet. Because one of them I think I can't get because it has to be on disc 4, which I'm on disc 3. So basically, probably in the next video too, and the next video that I record will be me getting the final all of the treasures that I have, and then getting all the Chocographs off camera, and then getting all the treasures, I should say. And then the video after that, which would be part 60. Wait now. Yeah, so probably like almost part 70, I think. By that time. I'm doing part 61 right now, which is the Stiletto side quest. Well, half of it. I did half of it, and then I think I got like 5 videos after that that I Chocobo I did. And then there's 1 or 2 more that I got to video. So it appeared to be almost close to part 70 by the time I get back into probably the main part of the game, which will be Epson's Castle. Then I will be doing more side questing after that. So that's it for Final Fantasy. Metal Gear Solid is going really good. The video I put up on, I do believe, Friday was the High and D fight. I only have 1 more video recorded of that LP, sadly. I haven't mass recording that like I have in Final Fantasy 8 and 9. 8 for Much Games, 9 for mine. And the next battle video for Metal Gear, which will be up on probably Monday, is another boss fight. And it happens to be with Sniper Wolf. Yes, we fought her before, and we fight her again. And this time, it's personal. Because why she did the mirror. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That should be on Monday. Actually, I think I got a video before. Nope. It's the next video. Because I had another video before that. But it's the next video. Donkey Kong Country is going kind of slowly. The video I put up the other day was no commentary. My voice was kind of crackly, and I wanted to get a video up that day, and I had to get up with Donkey Kong, so I pretty much just decided to put my no commentary one. And that's basically it for my LPs right now, and Much Games I got FF8. I'm not getting into details, but I'm only working on 2 YouTube channels right now. Myself, which is the channel you're watching this on, and Much Games. For now. I'm not getting into any details and what's done to go and what happened, but basically, all I'm going to say is I'm only working on those channels, and many of you probably noticed that the Foreign Exchange's YouTube channel is no longer there. I'm not getting into details, but all I'm going to say is it's no longer there, and the members of the group mutually decided to shut down the channel. So don't ask below or anything on details, because I am not getting into it. All I'm saying is it's gone. So what does that mean for the Legend of Zelda one that I started the other day on that? That one is going to be relaunched on this channel. I tried doing it about a year or 2 ago, and then I had problems with emulators and everything, and I had a crappy computer. So sometime in the summertime, or later this spring, I'm probably gonna take down all the Ocarina of Time videos. I still have them on my channel. I'm gonna have to take them down, and then I'll just use the ones that I got for that channel. Now, the ones I got for that channel that's now closed, none of them have commentary. All 5, 6 videos had no commentary, so I just gotta do the commentary for them. Those 5 or 6 videos with post commentary. So that's what I'll do in the future with Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I managed to pick up a couple of games online. I did get Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. I'm not going to show it off in the video, but I did get it. That basically means that in the future, we're probably going to have another LP for me, Cole, Colette, and Bonga for the Much Games Guides channel. Part 2 should be uploaded today on Much Games. On the same day, well, Sunday, which is today. At the time you've seen this, I bought a couple of other games. I bought Dead or Alive 5 Plus for the Vita late last night, and I had it downloading overnight. From the middle of night, so it was between Friday and really it was early Saturday morning. I don't know why I got this game, but I'm kind of interested in playing it. I did buy MLB the Show 14. It came out April Fool's Day, so I decided to buy that. Just, not really into baseball. I kind of figured I'd give it a shot, and it was at a good price. It was like $34.99. Why not? So I figured I'd try that. I am still thinking of getting a capture card for the 3DS. Yeah, I want to say, 3DS. I started playing my Xbox One again. Downloaded a massive update for it. And it's kind of cool that this 5-year-old kid the other day found out a password problem. He was able to get into his dad's account without needing a password for his Xbox Live. And Microsoft fixed the problem and actually gave the kid, apparently, a free game or free games for finding this vulnerability that no one else knew. It was a 5-year-old found it, so that's really cool. Don't know how he found it. I didn't read the article yet, but yeah, he found it, a vulnerability in the Xbox One's logging in, and you didn't need a password. You can get in some kind of security loop and a hole in. He found it. And told Microsoft about it, I guess. So Microsoft found out that he found out about it. I guess he told them. Well, his parents told him. And the kid got rewarded with a free game or free stuff from Microsoft for telling him about it. So, cool. What else? I feel like I'm missing. I really haven't been playing my 3DS lately. A couple of games on iOS, mainly Sonic games. iOS, the iPad mainly. Been following a few new LPers and people on Twitter and stuff like that. Reading a lot of technology blogs because I'm into technology like Samsung and what Nintendo's doing and what Microsoft does and Sony does. And Microsoft actually is finally releasing an update on Tuesday for Windows 8. Can't wait. Due to this, they're bringing back the start menu. So many people don't like Windows 8 because it does not have the start menu from Windows 7 or XP or whatever. Well, they're bringing back the start menu. Now, it's a little bit different from Windows 7's, but it's basically close to it. And it has all the functionality, but it also has the Metro tile feel too, so it's kind of both combined. But it's a start menu. And it's pretty much a lot like the Windows 7 start menu, so it's going to be great to see that come back. Personally, I don't care that it's coming back, because I like the way Windows 8 is, but it will make it easier. So finally, I'll touch on the last bit of my predictions. I'm going to go through them very quick for WrestleMania 30. Forgive me if I forget a match. Some matches are important to me, and other ones are not important. Not fucking important to me. I will start off with the Tag Team Champion Fatal 4-Way. I think it's Usos, Los Luchadores, Real Americans, and who the hell? Rybaxel. Let's just say Usos. That's all I'm going to say. Usos are winning. What else? AJ Lee and a bunch of other divas in some kind of invitational divas match from Vicky Guerrero where she doesn't even have to be pinned to lose and it's one fall finish. And it's like her and about 20 other divas. A lot of people think she's going to lose. And it's because of her relationship with CM Punk. But to be honest, there's not many heels in that match. There's like her and Tamina and a few others, mostly all faces. To be honest, I think AJ's going to win. I think, but there's not a lot of heels in it. I think she's going to pull it off somehow. And that'd be cool. Otherwise, I'm going to go for Natty, which is Natalia. But personally, I'd rather AJ. Anyway, moving on. The Shield versus the New Age Outlaws and Kane. And the Shield are the good guys this time. I'm going to go with the Shield. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. I'm going to go with the Shield. Not really going to elaborate because I don't really see why Kane would need the win. And the New Age Outlaws, come on, no offense. Billy Gunn and what's his name? Road Dogg, Jesse James. Look, you were from the Attitude Era. It's great you came back to win some star power now, but you guys don't need the win. These three guys are up-and-coming stars. They deserve a push. They have been getting a push since they debut. But they need to win on the grandest stage of them all. So let the Shield win. Not saying those three wrestlers at the left. I'm just saying WWE, let the Shield win. Book them to win. Bray Wyatt and John Cena. Of course, everybody's going to say John Cena. Super Cena's going to win. To be honest, I hope he loses. And I don't hate John Cena. I just think Bray Wyatt and his promos are just awesome. And Cena has nothing to prove. He's done everything. The only thing Cena needs left to do is pretty much say that he has at least been a one-time WWE champion, which is what Randy Orton is right now. Cena can't say he has that title. The only person to ever hold it has been Orton. So Cena needs to win that eventually and just say I have it and that's it. He got nothing else to prove. So Bray Wyatt, I want to see win. The Battle Royale for Andre the Giant. I personally don't care about that. I like that they're doing a memorial for Andre the Giant, but personally, I don't care who wins this. But to be honest, I think I'm going to have to say, and it really doesn't do anything to this person's push if they get a push or not. I'm thinking after what I saw in Raw the other night with Hulk Hogan and this particular person at the ending, I'm thinking Big Show. Because Big Show reminds me a lot of Andre the Giant with the size and everything. So I'd probably say Big Show's going to win this somehow. And just to pay homage to another giant from the past, which is Andre the Giant. The original giant, in my opinion. Well, he was Andre the Giant. And when Big Show got into the WWE, he was his real name, Paul White, and then he was also called the Giant at one point. So, you know, cool. Two more things to talk about in the pay-per-view, and then I'm going to stop the video here after that. Daniel Bryan and Triple H. Now, I've read a thing saying they're probably going to add a stipulation, which is going to be like no disqualification or something that Daniel Bryan's really good at, submission. I'm thinking if they do add a stipulation, it's probably going to be no DQ, so that, you know, people like Kane that can interfere on Triple H's behalf. So, yeah, I'm still going to pick Daniel Bryan. And then the final match depends on the outcome of that match. It's Randy Orton versus Batista versus either Triple H or Daniel Bryan for the title. Like I said, Daniel Bryan beats Triple H. Daniel Bryan is going to win the title. That or Orton better retain. I do not want Batista to win this title. I don't hate Batista, but I don't like what WWE's done with him. You came back in the Royal Rumble after being gone for 4 years, and you're automatically thrown into a title picture. You win the Royal Rumble, your first match back is the Royal Rumble, you win the Royal Rumble, and then you're automatically guaranteed a title shot at WrestleMania. You've been gone for 4 years. Why can you throw something like this at Antonio Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, you know, someone in the Shield? You gotta bring up your up-and-coming rising stars and talent, not push someone who's been gone for 4 years. Oh, and there's one other match I forgot that I gotta talk about. I can't believe this is the match I almost forgot. The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Really? Do I need to tell you who's gonna win? Come on. All I'm gonna say is one guy is going to rest in peace. And we know who that's gonna be. It's gonna be Brock Lesnar. That's gonna lose. So Undertaker's gonna win. The streak's gonna continue. And the prediction for the World Heavyweight Championship match is if Daniel Bryan beats Triple H, Daniel Bryan's winning. If Triple H gets in, then we have a triple threat match that has all Evolution members. And then somehow I'm going to say Batista's going to win it. If it ends up Orton, Triple H, and Batista, Batista's winning. Orton, Triple H, Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan's winning. And who knows? Maybe CM Punk will return. That's what a lot of people think. CM Punk's going to return. Will he return? I don't know. Do we need to return? Not really. Is that not enough to prove? It'd be cool if he comes back. Maybe he helps Daniel Bryan win and beat Triple H. Maybe Daniel Bryan beats Triple H cleanly. And then CM Punk helps Daniel Bryan to win the title. So anyway, those are my predictions. So if you want to continue on with comment below, if you're a wrestling fan, figure out what your predictions are, let me know. Any other things that you want to comment on that were in this video, like LP news and everything like that, go ahead. I do have one other thing to say. I'm going to be working on another secret project with probably Cole and Colette later tonight. Well, today is the 5th of April. And basically, we're going to be working on that later tonight. And one final thing. It's been roughly, I think it's today, that we lost a great music legend. So I just want to touch on one last thing. It's the 20th anniversary of Kurt Cobain's death, lead singer of Nirvana, who unfortunately committed suicide back in 1994. I grew up listening to Nirvana. Nirvana still to this day is one of my favorite groups of all time. I actually got Kurt Cobain's biography on my iPad as an ebook, and yeah, I know the screen's really dirty. And I got it the other night, on Friday night, and I gotta say, I'm going to be probably reading that later over the next while, and definitely gonna be reading it. Kurt Cobain was a great musical influence. You know, people still follow him. Some people that announced starting to follow Nirvana that didn't even realize that he died. I saw in some of the videos I watched from Nirvana's VEVO on YouTube. Some people were like, "Oh, Nirvana, you should totally come to my city and play a rock concert." And then someone commented on and said, "Unfortunately, the group's no longer together, and the lead singer is deceased." And that person commented back saying, "Oh, I didn't know. So sad to hear that. This group looks like they were awesome." I was like, "Unfortunately, you were probably born when this group was at its peak, and everybody loved them. Well, almost everybody loved it. They pretty much revolutionized, to me, the grunge music era. And, you know, still can't believe it's been 20 years since he's died. And like I said, I still listen to Nirvana. And I always will listen to Nirvana. And, you know, Kurt Cobain was basically about, he was about the music, but it was also about other things. And I think most people should totally look up his bio online, get his autobiography, whether it's an ebook on an iPad or a Kobo reader. You get the book off Amazon, you get it off Cole's bookstore, some New York Times bestseller, wherever you get the book. You should get the book, whether it's electronic or paper or hardcover, and definitely read it. It's worth everything. Not worth everything, but it's worth the read to definitely read about Kurt Cobain and the music industry. And he's not the only musician. There's also other celebrities, and there's other people like, you know, politicians and other people that have revolutionized, like Anne Frank and stuff like that. And then you got, there's so many people. And some of them are alive, and some of them are not alive, that have done great things for the world. And reading some of the autobiographies of it, like Steve Jobs, if you're into technology, you should definitely read his autobiography and stuff that Steve Jobs did. Things like that. You know, even if the person's alive, read the autobiography. If they're not alive, read it anyway. Either way. But definitely check out Kurt Cobain's if you're into music, and especially if you're into like rock music or grunge music, and learn about the late 80s, early 90s, the music, especially the grunge music. And without bands like Nirvana and probably Pearl Jam and things like that, some of these so-called so-called rock groups that are out today, for instance, like, well, I'm not sure they're really rock, but things like Headley and that, they probably wouldn't be around. Or they'd be around, but the music would probably be different. Because I say deep down, a lot of the rock groups today that are coming on the scene are probably influenced from earlier groups in the 90s and 80s, like Green Day, and Nirvana, and Pearl Jam, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, you know. Without these kind of groups, just like the Beatles, inspired a lot of people. And actually, Kurt Cobain, one last thing before I end this 26-minute video almost. One thing is, Kurt Cobain's first passion apparently was not to get into music. It was to be a painter. You know who else wanted to do painting before they got into music? John Lennon of the Beatles. So, those two guys are kind of similar in their passions. Before he became a Beatle, John Lennon wasn't getting into painting. Kurt Cobain was the same way, apparently. But they both chose music. And look, the Beatles are one of the biggest groups ever in music history. Nirvana is one of the biggest music groups of the 1990s, early 90s. And they're still a big group, even though they're not together now, and the lead singer unfortunately committed suicide. But anyway, that's it for this weekly update and a little bit of history on music and other things like that. I shall see you all next week. If you stuck around for the 26+ minutes, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you stopped watching after 3 or 4 minutes and you're not hearing what I'm saying right now, that's okay. Perhaps I'll cut this into 2 weekly updates. Put up part of it on release on it and put up the other half on that. But then again, I'm not seeing stuff about 1204 do like 30 or 40-minute videos before. So yeah, if you stuck around, you know, comment below that you stuck around. Say, yeah, I stuck around and watched this whole video, and yeah, I stayed and watched 27 minutes of you talking. So I'll see you all next weekly update. Peace out, people.